What's going on? All right, I had a I have my pre things that I usually have on. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm really pissed off. I do the intro. I got the song. I got the thing. I got the clips. I don't know why it's not why I have it set up. It's supposed to automatically play, and then sometimes it doesn't do it. I don't understand. Are we even on? Am I even on? Okay, there it is. Well, hello, everybody. I guess you can hear me. It's 3:04 p.m. I'm just gonna screw the intro. Screw it. Just screw it. I was gonna sit here. Well, you know what? I've got. I want to play the intro because I have got cookies and milk. See, this is what I do when the intro is playing. I have snacks, and now my milk's gonna get warm because that's gonna sit there for an hour. I don't want to drink milk and dip my cookies in my milk while I'm doing. I can't do that. I could do that during the intro. So what do you guys think? Should I play the intro so that I can eat my cookies and milk, or should I just wait? Because and just wait till afterwards. I don't know. And I'm busted. If anyone was wondering what I do during that intro, I'm usually eating. I'm usually stuffing my face. It's either breakfast or, in this case, a snack. Sometimes it's lunch. Um, so it says, Jay, if it was a show about cookie eating, that would be fine. Warm milk is gross. See, so I should play the intro so that during the intro I could eat my cookies and milk. Um, well, you got to dip, Pam. You got to dip. If you got, that's what the milk's for. Yeah, we could do that. But here's these cookies. I've never bought these before. I guess we're going to talk about cookies. These are Oreos, and I think these were on sale. I think these were left over. These were probably left over from like Thanksgiving or something. These are I think it's called pumpkin spice or something. They're actually good. They're actually kind of good. I like the chocolate. They have the chocolate filled ones. Um, but of course, okay. So here we go. Now you gotta take it apart. If you're eating an Oreo, you gotta take it apart, and you gotta okay, just took all of the inside out. Then you put these back together. Now you're eating the inside of the cookie, and then this part. Now that you've essentially gutted the inside and you've eaten all the inside, you put these back together, and then you dip them in your milk. I've got some milk right over here, and you dip them nice a few times, give them a nice dunking, so that now they're in the thing and they've been in the milk. Hmm. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And since this is my own cup of milk, I'm not sharing this cup of milk with anybody. I can double dip. See there? And then if you want to wash it down with some milk, then you still got the cup of milk. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. You can wash this down with a little sip. That's how you do it. And I'm going to play the clip. I think I have to shut everything off, though. This technology is pissing me off because it's so inconsistent.
You're being considered for director of the FBI. And here you did no diligence to find out whether people you were associating with now the President of the United States in song were convicted of attacking police officers. Is that who we want running the FBI? I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding us. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you. You're talking to me.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised money off of people that assaulted their colleagues, that pepper sprayed them, that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did, Mr. Patel. They're right there. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's an abject lie, and you know it.
How
I've
proud
never, ever accepted violence against law enforcement. I've worked with these men and women, as you know,
You
my entire
glorified
life,
it in song,
and I did
Mr.
not
Patel.
make a.
Because it's a very common thing to do. Some were unfair or some were not doing the job. And it's a very standard thing to do.
Shit that ain't true. That's what you just saw. In fact, only 8 inspectors general have been fired in the last 16 years. In one night, Donald Trump fired 15. Here's the thing. Inspectors general blow the whistle when there's waste, fraud, or corruption. They are the watchdogs and bulwarks. They're purposely independent and nonpartisan. Inspectors general have been critical in both Democratic and Republican administrations. Without inspectors general, we would never have known how much Boar's Head endangered people shopping for groceries with its hysteria outbreak. Here's the truth. Donald Trump fired these inspectors general because they'd be on the front line stopping his personal grift. By purging these inspectors general who are doing their job protecting you, Donald Trump is appointing his own minions, loyal to him, and making sure he can make bank without your knowing it and stopping it. And that's the truth.
The money that's about to flow to Trump's friends and cronies is likely going to make your head spin. All funded by you, the taxpayer. On top of you having to fund the gargantuan additional tax cut Republicans are prepping so the super rich can pay as close to zero in taxes as possible. Not to mention you footing the bill on those 25% tariffs on your Colombian coffee and anything that's imported from Mexico, Canada, and Panama. Oh, yeah, and just wait till Trump launches his Putin-style military assault on Greenland and Panama. Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, and the other defense behemoths are going to bathe in contractor cash, which is really super profitable. You know, war is like the most profitable thing. So while you're focused on the terror raids and the firings and the end Black History Month and the fake piety about merit, while Trump hires literal TV personalities to run his government, Trump and friends are preparing to pull off what amounts to a giant bank robbery. Guys, they're going to loot the federal government, hand out contracts to their friends who no longer have to worry about hiring Black folks, women, disabled veterans, LGBTQ folks, anybody who might not go along with the scam. Because when you're preparing to start the steal, you know what you don't need hanging around? Witnesses. Like, say, longtime civil servants who make the government run, whether their president is someone they voted for or not. You don't want civil servant witnesses around when you start the steal, because they might tell. You know who won't tell? Cronies, who got their jobs only because they pledged total personal loyalty to the felon in chief.
perhaps we are in the downfall of the broken way. This was not built to last. Inequity, injustice is not built to last. It lasts a long time. It could last hundreds of years, but ultimately it crumbles into this, a small cohort of incompetent people that create damage. And from that, something new can spring. And so maybe something is declining right now, but maybe it deserves to decline.
It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh, yeah. The Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
Trucker John has left the building. I told him if he ate one more cookie, I was going to kick his ass. I said, put the cookie down. What does Trucker John say? He said, can you hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, unfortunately, I've just killed Trucker John. I said, motherfucker, what are you doing with those cookies? That's disgusting. So, yeah, I guess I'll be doing the show. Mr. Bob Newell. Mr. Bob Newell's here. Says he can't hear me. course, that's what he always says. All right. Maybe I could forgive Trucker John. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know that it's quite offensive. The whole dipping cookies in and eating them. I mean, I'm appalled. I'm appalled, I tell you. I'm sorry, Tough Cookie. I didn't even. What was I thinking? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about it. I'm insensitive. I'm cookie insensitive. Or something. Anyhow, so yeah, no cookie eating here. No. Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the intro. I hope that was worth it. All the rigmarole I went through. So here we have Kash Patel. Just heinous? Is that the word heinous? A heinous anus. I don't know. Kash Patel. I mean, my God. Why don't you just have Al Capone be the goddamn FBI director at this point? Of course, Trump loves Al Capone, so that probably wouldn't be, if Al Capone were still alive, that probably would be his choice. Why not just have fucking Hannibal Lecter? Whatever. It's ridiculous. It's so, my God. Can you imagine if Joe Biden was going to appoint some felon that he had just pardoned as his FBI director? Can you imagine the heads that would be exploding on the right, and all of the attention it would be getting in the media? This gets no attention. This barely gets a blip. Nobody even knows. I bet you tonight I can go out driving, and if I get any fucking passengers, but that's another story for another day, I guess. I could probably do a little poll. I could probably ask each and every one of them, what do you guys think of the FBI pick? Or what do you think of the cabinet picks that are going on that Trump has put up? And I bet you less than 1 in 10 would even know what the fuck I'm talking about. They don't even know what a fucking Senate hearing or a confirmation hearing is, probably. And I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I bet you 90% of the motherfuckers walking around the street, they don't even know what a fucking Senate confirmation hearing is. They don't know. They don't even know. They don't know nothing. They don't know. And I don't know a whole lot, but they even know less than I know. They don't know who does what, who does this, who heads this. They don't know how anything works. We are a fucking nation of ignoramuses. We really fucking are. Ignoramuses. And you and I, that we hang out in these shows, we are the exception to the rule. And that goes probably for both sides. But Republicans, Democrats, people who watch these shows, we are really in the minority. And I think it's pretty sad. And I guess we got what we deserve. I guess we get what we deserve, though. If we can't fucking pull our heads out of our asses for 2 seconds, long enough to see that we've got a person being put up as our FBI director who has no business being anywhere but inside a jail cell right now. That's where he should be for the next 18 years. If we are so uninterested and so ignorant to not even know what's going on, then I guess we're getting what we deserve collectively. Now, I don't deserve it. Most of you in the chat don't deserve it. Most of the people who listen and follow Hal Sparks don't deserve it. But collectively, I guess we deserve it. And I think AOC is right at the end of that. This could be the start of a whole new system and a better system. This government that was set up in the 1700s, in 1787 or whatever the hell it was, after the Revolutionary War, and we got the Constitution and everything going. It was an experiment, and maybe the experiment has failed. Now that doesn't mean we're going to go right into fucking communism or just straight up fascism, which is where we're headed to right now. But maybe something out of this will come something even better and new, improved. A new, improved democracy, a new, improved democratic republic. But it definitely needs an overhaul. We definitely need a fucking overhaul, so that we don't have oligarchs running the system. We don't have the money is speech bullshit. We don't have fucking Supreme Court justices that are fucking bought and paid for by the oligarchs. Maybe something better will come up out of this. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, whatever it is, it might be something that might not even happen until after I'm long gone. I don't know, but there's going to be, the wheels set in motion here. The gears are going, I guess. All right. Anyhow, enough of that. Let me just go back to the chat here real quick. Stephen Sayers was the first one in the chat. Hello, Stephen. Soulcraft. Soulcraft, number 2 in the chat. Big Dog NC is here. Aaron West, moderator extraordinaire, is here. Chris Doug was jamming out to some Pearl Jam, one of my favorite bands also. Jolie's here. So we're at full mod capacity. Good to see you guys. Carrie C is here. Brooklyn, New York for 71's in the house. Good to see Brooklyn. There's Pam J is here. We made the comment about if this was a cookie show, that would be good. Anthony Reminiak is here. Good to see Anthony. Let's see. Steph Shack is here. Not the Post Malone Oreos. I don't even know what those are. That's how old and out of the loop of whatever the kids are doing these days. That's how far I'm out. I do know who Post Malone is, but I don't know the reference of the Oreos and regarding Mr. Malone. Pam J says it looks backward, vanilla on the outside, chocolate on the inside. Chris Doug, snickerdoodles are my kryptonite. They're good, but John Glad's here. Hey, John glad you're here. I don't believe I've seen John Glad before, so thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're still here. That was probably 20 minutes ago that you posted that. So I hope you're still here, and I hope you like, subscribe, and share, and hang out with us. All that good stuff. Chris Doug says he's got an IV drip of chocolate chip cookie dough entering his veins. Chris Doug also says that Patel is a fucking disgraceful and shameful subhuman mutant pig. And that's Chris being nice. Bonnie's here. Hello, Convoy. Hello, Bonnie. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us in the old driver's lounge. Hopefully I'm getting you guys warmed up. I'm the warm-up guy. Look at me. Putting on my best Trump moves. Those are my Trump moves right there, by golly. Boy golly gosh. The Soulcraft says we should just start commenting when he says the truth as rare as it is. I hope you're talking about Trump. So, wait, if Trump comment... Wait, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. Watch your mouth, says in reference to the song. And I was singing along, and I know you guys heard me. I know that the thing was on and everything. Search for you, me want cookies. Mary Spirit, I. Yeah, Bob Newell's here. I haven't seen Bob Newell, Mr. Bob Newell, that is, in a long time. So good to see you. Glad you're hanging out with us today. Mary Spiritzer, Dan Hefner. Hey, Dan Hefner. Feel the suspense. Good to see you. Alvin Stube is here. I'm calling the police cookie. McJet. Hey, McJet. McJet's here. Good to see McJet. CR. We got CR in the driver's lounge. A lot of folks that I haven't seen in a while, so thanks for coming on by, hanging out with us. Like I say, we're just going to get warmed up, loosened up. As far as I know, Hal Sparks will be coming on in about 32 minutes. And then we're going to go over there and just do a Trucker John convoy raid. Kimchi. Kimchi, the goddess, is here. Hello, Kimchi. Good to see you. As always. Andy USA. Andy USA is here. Good to see Andy. Thanks, Andy, for being here. In the old driver's lounge. In the old driver's lounge. Thank you very much. We got Peak Nightmare. I'm just scrolling on down. Dan Hefner. Dan Hefner says the press secretary is quite the smug, dim bulb. Just the way Trump likes him. Young and dumb. And I won't finish the rest. But cute young little blonde. That's really all Trump. That's his hiring process. I think doesn't care about what school she went to, what education she has, what experience she has, what her background is. None of that. Just stay. She's a cute young little blonde. Yeah, bring her up here. That's the criteria for Trump. Maybe that works in the corporate world. But it should not happen, or should not work in the executive office of the United States of America. Seha's here. Hey, Seha. Seha says the preliminary FAA report staffing at aircraft control was short due to Elon Musk cutting the FAA. And they had just 8 days ago, fired a bunch. Yeah, they fired a bunch of people that were instrumental in running the thing. So, yeah, here we are. Here we are. Just 9 days in, right? Oh yeah, Big Dog says the Jan 6 lady got 10 years for drunk driving and killing somebody. But that was quick. I mean, didn't they just get out? I can understand, like, she would have time to get out and go out and kill somebody, but it seems really, or was she already out before maybe she didn't have one of the longer sentences. Maybe she's been out for a while. I mean, to already have gotten out, got drunk, ran somebody over, killed them, then get arrested, then get a trial, and then get convicted and sentenced. That all takes a lot of time. So she must have been out for a while. Or maybe she's just a J6 lady. Maybe she wasn't even in jail. I don't know. I might have just screwed the whole thing up. I might have I should have just kept my mouth shut. Pink Nightmare says, may all your nightmares be pink. Pink Nightmare, I love ice cream. I do too. I love me some ice cream. Mad Mac, hey Mad Mac, Slava Ukraini, the Mad Mac. Mad Mac says, hey, it's the big dog. The big dog. Big dog's here. Mad Max says, anyone see that Seha dude? Please tell him I'm test driving a new take. Yeah, Seha was just here. I just read one of his posts. He's talking about the FAA. Aaron West says, remember the Shimmy Clinton did in the debate? Oh, no, I don't. Bill or Hillary? I don't know. I don't remember. Pete Nightmare, I'll be watching the Hurricanes versus Blackhawks. Carol Lana's here. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Carol says, Sheldon Whitehouse tore Cash ass a new orifice today. Ripped him up. It was Sheldon Whitehouse and Schiff. But they're gonna vote him in. It might even come down to another one of those 50-50 ties or whatever. And then Vance will have to come break the tie or some shit, you know. But anyone that is not either brain dead or a complete moron, or who's not just totally, you know, a total sycophant of Trump, they would not vote for Kash Patel, regardless of your party, because those Republicans, and if there's a couple of Democrats that cross over, there's no way in hell that you can convince me that they really think that this asshole is qualified for the job. Not even considering what his political ideology or whatever, anything like that. He has no fucking qualifications whatsoever to be the head of the FBI, the director of FBI. There's no, he has. I mean, at this point, you might as well just choose anybody. Qualifications, smallifications. It's ridiculous. Hey, Chris Doug with the $4.99 super chat. Vote no Senate. Hey, Chris Doug, you get a yippee! Yippee for that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you for helping to support the show. Keep us going. Jonathan Papazan is here. Says, I'm about to get into a 4XL Volvo with a 3XL low boy stretch. Wish me luck. Okay, good luck. Good luck, Jonathan Papazan. Good to see you here, though, Jonathan. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you come back. Make sure you subscribe. I hope you survive your ride so you can come back again. Kimchi, young and dumb and full of lies. Yeah. Okay. Unrealistic writer is here. So has Trump done anything good? No. Not that I can think of. But just want to say hi to Unrealistic Writer. Again, another new name. Don't know if I've seen you before. So thanks for coming on in, and hope you'll subscribe and catch us. We're on many times during the week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays we're on. And so hope you come back. But yeah, has Trump done anything good? I mean, maybe in the chat room, can you help me out? Can you think of anything good that Trump has done? Because I know, and I've been thinking of this, like, he took he was sworn in on the 20th. Today's the 30th now, right? Right? Yeah. So it's been like 10 days. And every single thing that's come up, whether it's the fires, now we got this plane crash. He doesn't handle anything with any type of, grace or anything that seems comforting or helpful. He's just all blame the other side, blame the Democrats, blame Gavin Newsom, blame Joe Biden, blame Barack Obama. All he does is go into the blame game, and he never takes any responsibility for himself, for his own actions. None whatsoever. He will never take responsibility for anything. All he does is want to take every time something happens, use that as an opportunity to bash the Democrats, even though the Democrats had nothing to do with it, or it's about when we have these things like the fires and plane crashes, and we're going to have, there's going to be tornadoes, there's going to be hurricanes, there's going to be shit that's going to happen. Even no matter who you were. I mean, even if Kamala Harris had won, she would have natural disasters happen, earthquakes, fires, and all that kind of shit. And the way she would have handled it and the way he's handling it are so different. And the way Joe Biden handled it and the way Trump handles it. When Biden was president, it was always like, I'm here to help you. I help all Americans. I don't just help, the blue states. Even though the blue states are there's almost half the state is probably, like in California, are probably full of Republicans. These people in Pacific Palisades, there are a lot of rich people, and a lot of rich people are Republicans. Just because you're from California doesn't mean you're a Democrat, is what I'm trying to say. And so, but he just takes every instance, everything that comes up, every disaster, everything as instead of just being a helpful president who just says, okay, we're going to get FEMA there, we're going to be boots on the ground, we're going to get you guys situated, and we're going to get you in shelters and food, and we're going to get some vouchers so you can get a hotel. We're going to get you taken care of. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. We're going to do it. Because I'm the president for all people. He doesn't do that shit. At first, like I think Gavin Newsom kind of put him in his place a little bit. But he's such an asshole. And Randy Rhodes, if you watch it, she was saying that on the air, and usually she doesn't really cuss like that because she's on over the air stations and she can't cuss. But I guess apparently asshole has become one of the 7 words that's not on the 7-word list or whatever. Because she called Trump an asshole at least 2 or 3 times on her show today. And that's how frustrated that indicates. I mean, we're also frustrated, and we see Trump. He comes out, and he doesn't do anything with any type of love or compassion. It's all about him. It's all about weaponizing these situations so he can blame the Democrats, blame Biden, blame Obama. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, we get it. You're a maggot. We get it. You're not a Democrat. You're not a liberal. At least you say you're not. So you can get elected. I mean, you used to be a liberal, but that's another story, I guess. But okay, we get it. We know we know that Okay, we know Democrats bad, Republicans good. Okay, Trump. I think we get it. Now just do your goddamn job. And get relief to people who need the relief when these disasters happen. And stop blaming everything. And stop blaming DEI. Stop blaming, stop making everything so fucking racist. You fucking racist pig. I guess he can't because he's a racist pig. But God damn it, we're sick of it. And you know what? More and more people are going to get sick of it, not just Democrats. It's going to leach over to the other side too. The only ones who won't ever get sick of it are the hardcore maggots. Because they're gone. They're wasted. They're totally just, I mean, they were maggots before there even was MAGA. The ones that are just the hardcore ones. And Trump just came along and it was just like, glory, hallelujah. Finally, Lord, you've answered my prayers. Finally, there's someone who understands me. So those folks, they were maggots before MAGA was ever even thought of. And those folks are probably, no hope for them. But I think there's a lot of people who have voted Republican their whole lives and just identified as being Republicans. I'm sure they're already sick of Trump, and they probably can't wait for Trump to die or go away in some way. They're ones. They're just sitting back, and maybe, just maybe, we could get some of them to come over. But let's wake up, man. Let's wake up. Come on, people. The people who didn't vote, the Democrats, or the people who vote Democrat that didn't show up in this election. God damn it, you need to wake up. It's getting back to the thing when I started off the show about people who they don't even know who Kash Patel is. Some of these people, they don't even know what these confirmation hearings are about. We need to start. I don't know. How do we do it? How do we break through? How do we get people interested? I don't know. And that 15 to 20 million people that didn't show up to vote this time. How do we get them back in? We got to give them. We got to fire people up. I guess we can't just be lumps on a log. We need. We need more AOCs, man. We need a whole. Could we get a whole truckload of AOCs stat? That's what we need. People that are energetic. They do the right things. They go. They listen to the people. They knock on doors. That's what we fucking need. You know? None of this fucking trying to play nice bullshit. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to be mean or, you know, you don't need to be an asshole, but still, you just need to come out with the truth, the hard truth, and the facts, and you need to listen to the people and not take anything for granted. You know. Aaron West says the borders were not wide open. That is a lie. Unrealistic writer, yo Tim, this shit crazy. Oh, here's Tim Farrell. Hi gang, I'm lost. Is this the Trucker Carlson fan channel? Hey Tim Farrell, that you get a little drum sting for that. Because that was like a joke, I think. El Stingo Farce, he has money and it's a revenge tour. Those are the only qualifications needed. It's like, dude, you won. All right, you won. It was rigged, but you won. That's another thing. I'm going to just keep saying that the 2024 election was rigged. Because Trump said it was rigged. Remember, he kept saying it was rigged. He said 2020 was rigged. He was saying that this is, if he was saying this is going to be rigged. He said, and sometimes he would say, you know, if I win, it's not rigged, and if I lose, it was rigged. Well, fuck you, motherfucker. You can't have both ways. If it was either rigged or it wasn't rigged. And I'm just going to keep saying it was rigged. And I'm not going to provide any fucking facts or information or evidence, because you never did. Not one time. On all the times that Donald Trump claimed that these elections have been rigged, he's never provided any fucking proof or evidence whatsoever. Never. Just his fucking running his fucking fat ass mouth. His stupid fucking pie hole Lulu. Who talks like that? He's like, fuck you, Trump, you fucking monkey. And that's sorry about all the monkeys out there I just offended. But my God. Fuck you, Trump, you fucking asshole. You are an asshole. Randy Rhodes was right. Not that I didn't already know this, but yeah. Trump's an asshole. And I'm just going to keep saying the election was rigged. You did not win fair and square, Trump. It was rigged. And if anyone asks me for proof or evidence, I'll say, it's right up my ass. Come and get it. No, that doesn't sound right. Maybe I should say it's up your ass? I don't know. It's up someone's ass. Because Trump and Mike the Pillow guy or whatever, Mike Pillow and Rudy Giuliani, they never provided not one shred of evidence for all the accusations they always made. Not one time did they have any proof or evidence. It was all bullshit. So I can do it too. Two can play that game. It was rigged. You did not win fair and square, Trump. It was a rigged election. And I also probably have more, there's probably more credence to what I'm saying than what because they had nothing. They had no evidence, nothing. But we can bring up some circumstantial stuff. We could say, well, why were there all these bomb threats at these polling places in Pennsylvania? And all the calls were coming from Russia. That sounds a little sus to me, as the kids would say today. Sus. Look at me getting all hip. You know? What were the other things? Oh, maybe you had a richest man in the world donating $277 million to your campaign. And maybe through his Starlink, he was able to flip some votes. Huh? I can talk out my ass just as much as you can, Trump. So fuck you. Sayel says, laughing out loud, it's okay, Trucker John. Didn't expect you to read that one. I saw you chuckle. Yeah, I was chuckling at yours. That was me chuckling at yours. Yep, absolutely. You caught me, Seha. Mad Max says, will we ever be able to clean out the maggot cockroaches that the orange turd has stuck into all sorts of corners in the White House? It's going to take a lot of extermination. And I don't mean that, I mean that metaphorically. I really got to watch what I say. Hey, Billy Kid 73. I have not seen Billy Kid 73 in forever. So thanks for coming on by, Billy Kid. Says, how despicable is Trump for blaming DEI Obama and Biden for the plane crash? Very, very, very despicable, I would say. I mean, it's asinine. It's just totally asinine. Trump is he's asinine. Pink Nightmare says, good thing is that they are letting in independent media. Hey, look, we got 78 watching and only 62 thumbs up, so make sure you guys hit that thumb up for me. We should have at least 76 if we got 76 watching, so please hit the thumbs up button. Unrealistic writer says, I always like Trump, but I do think the deportations are a little crazy. They should only focus on criminals. And yeah, I mean, I think if there's criminals, yeah, get them. But we do that anyhow. And Biden did that. Obama did that. But you see, that's the thing is Obama and Biden and Democrats, they don't know how to fucking pump themselves up. They don't know how to, It wasn't until finally, just before the election this year or last year, Obama finally, after years and years and years, and seeing how Trump was taking credit for all the good stuff that he had done when he inherited Obama's economy. Finally, after 10 years or whatever, finally Obama says, "Hey, look, Trump brags about the economy he got. Well, that was my economy." See, that's what Biden and Obama and future Democrats down the road. If we're going to have assholes like Trump that want to take credit for anything that's good, even if they had nothing to do with it, and even if they like voted against it or were against it, and then it came out and it was good, and then they try to take credit for it, we can't stand up for that. The Obamas and the Bidens of the world, they need to say, no. That was our economy. That was my economy. That was under my watch. Don't let him get away with this shit. Don't let Trump get away with the fucking bullshit. I'm skipping down. I realize I'm really behind. Chris Doug says, fire crashes, floods, locust frogs, something biblical about to go down. No, that's just shit that we always have. We always have. Tiffany says, geez, John, Trump turned on the giant water faucet for California. That counts, doesn't it? Yeah, really. We should give him some credit. Floyd Price says, that motherfucker has no diplomacy at all. Trump is a fucking moron. I agree with that one. I do agree there wholeheartedly. MJ says, my mother hates DJT, but is only now realizing just how bad he really is with the DEI comments. Hopefully more and more people will see these type of things. People that have been on the fence or people that weren't paying attention. Maybe this kind of shit will wake up some people, will wake up more people. And I'm glad your mom is waking up, MJ. The Soulcraft says, he is a ridiculous human, much less POTUS. I don't see any redeeming value in him. I don't either. Sorry about this noise. I'm just trying to get tissue out of the box. I think it's almost at the end, and it did not want to come out. Anyhow. Pete Nightmare says, because Joe has been a public servant for 50 years. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear the window rattling, but fucking people upstairs, every time they walk, it just shakes the whole place. Anyhow, Unrealistic Writer says, I can't wait for everyone to get together. Trump will unite all of us. He's not even Republican or a politician. He's a businessman. He's a politician. Okay, look. And I think our country needs a businessman. For one thing, he's a failed businessman who filed bankruptcy like 6 or 7 times. He's known to cheat people left and right, to not pay people what they were promised over and over and over again. So and really he played a businessman on a reality show, and that was all made up. Okay, but now he's been president twice. I don't think Trump can get by on this "I'm not a politician" bullshit. You're a politician, motherfucker, whether you like it or not. You're in your second term as president of the United States. I think that makes you a politician. So get out of here with that shit. Mad Max says the Orange Turd's approval rating is the worst for POTUS since 1953. That tells it all. For fuck's sake. The Soulcraft says, laughing out loud, Trump is the most divisive figure in our political history, and you think he can unite us. Richard Phillips is here. Hey, Richard, good to see you. Says, the day he departs this planet is the day I'm going to open a bottle of champagne. You and me both, Richard. Or a bottle of something. Whatever I got. Maybe even a can of beer. I don't know. But I'm going to open something. And, I'm not wishing for that or to happen, but I'm just saying when it happens, because it happens to all of us, and for him, we're all hoping it's sooner than later, I guess, or a lot of us are. But I'm just saying when it happens, I will not be sad. There are some folks that really have proven to not be worthy of the air and space that they're taking up. Yeah, Aaron West, he's a terrible businessman. How many bankruptcies? I think 6. I think. And Pink Nightmare says over 4,000 lawsuits. Sayal says, unfortunately, if my Medicaid gets cut, I need y'all to carry the torch or carry me. Yeah, I mean, look what they're doing. Look what they go after. They go after veterans. They go after seniors. They go after people on disability. They go after kids meal programs. They go after SNAP, which provides food for people. What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? What the fuck is wrong with goddamn Elon Musk, who's got more money than he'll ever spend in 1 billion lifetimes? And he and they're all the same. Trump, they're all the same ilk. The first thing they want to do is cut those programs away so they can get tax breaks. Fuck you, your tax breaks, Elon Musk. The taxes aren't making you a poor man. You can pay all your taxes and you'll still be the richest man in the world at the end of the day. So fuck you, Elon Musk. Do you expect me to feel sorry for you because you might have to pay 20% taxes or whatever it is? Fuck you, you asshole. And you want to take away VA benefits and SNAP and Medicare, Medi-Cal, all that kind of shit. You want to take that away so you can pay for your goddamn tax cuts. Fuck you. Fuck you. Donald Trump is not only a failed businessman, but he's also a corrupt politician. He's both. Unrealistic, whatever the fuck your name is. Donald Trump fits both of those categories. So fuck you. Hey, Michael Arangelski's here. I haven't seen Michael Arangelski in a while. So thanks for coming on in, hanging out with us for a bit. Michael says Trump will tell us what a beautiful explosion it was. It was the best explosion. Yeah. I wish whoever was upstairs marching right now would stop marching. Maybe they can hear me and they're like, they're just as annoyed at my yelling and stuff as they, as I am about their marching in place. Melissa Brzezinski says they need to be called out on their bullshit 24/7 until they're sick of hearing us complain that they do something. They definitely need to be called out. Don't let it slide. Don't let them get away with nothing. Soulcraft, he's rapey. Yeah. Billy Kid 73 says up to 3 Jan 6 pardons back in jail, which I'm sure will continue to rise. Yeah, they were assholes before Jan 6. Most of them, and they didn't just become assholes on Jan 6. So yeah, stands to reason, I guess. Mad Max says Orange Shite is a multiple failed businessman and a corrupt politician. There you go. We're on the same wavelength there. That's what I said. What president sells beans from the White House? Don't make me launch, but don't make me laugh because I'll maybe puke instead. I don't know. Christo says the billionaire that bankrupted casinos, the sexy playboy that has to pay prostitutes, the stable genius that is mentally deficient. Yeah. He's always saying kind of the opposite of what he actually is. Michael Arangelski says Trump represents a movement, so we need to educate why people like Trump, and that mentality is dangerous for us. Like I said, I think a lot of the maggots that are maggots, they were maggots before there was even a thing called maggots. It's 4 o'clock, folks, so I guess we got to go on Hal Sparks' watch. Hal usually starts a few minutes late. This is really pissing me off. So as soon as if Aaron or Jolie or someone sees Hal is on, then maybe we can put a link in there and we can we'll jump over to Hal. See, I have to do it this way. I'm not working off of a computer. I'm on an iPad. I can't do a raid. I can't jump us over there. If I had a computer, then I could do it. And if I was doing it on a different platform or whatever. But so the only way we can really do it is just post the link, and then we just I'll go over there, and then when we do that, just say, hey, Trucker John Convoy or something like that. Would be really nice if you guys could do that for me. But right now we got 87 watching, 89 thumbs ups. It would be really great if we can get to 100 real quick. Get 11 more thumbs ups before we jump over. That would be great. Mad Max says, when I said it was rigged a couple of weeks ago, you'd just be saying, show me the evidence. So it's nice to see you get on board with. Well, like I said, and I didn't mean to dish you, Mad Max, but maybe I've come around, but what I mean is, like, and I don't even need evidence. Trump never had evidence. Mike Pillow never had evidence. Rudy Giuliani never had evidence. I don't even need evidence. And the little things that we do have is even more than what they had, as far as, like, I was talking about the Russians, the bomb scares, bomb threats, Starlink, whatever. Those are even more. That's even more than what they had. So, do I really think it was rigged? I'm just going to say it was rigged, but I definitely do think that it was rigged in the way of total misinformation campaigns by Russia and other outside actors, the Saudis and the Chinese, the North Koreans, doing whatever they could to just put as much disinformation into our media as much as they can. So in that way, it was rigged. But as far as like vote flipping and stuff like that on machines, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go that far. All right, I got to skip on down. Let me just see, because it is about that time. I missed a lot of you guys' chat. I was way behind, guys. I apologize. So I didn't see a lot of your stuff. Don't take it personally. I can't read it all. And this is a short show, so the Soulcraft. I'll go to other account to do one. I don't know. I'm mid thread on that. So if you guys, let me just check. So I just check real quick and see. Do we see? My iPad for some reason has been really slow lately. I don't see how long. So we do know that Hal's coming on, right? Today, right? So far he's not on, I don't think. So we'll just hang out until such time as we see Hal go on. We'll just hang out over here, and then we'll all run over there. We'll jump over there. So let's see. I skipped a lot of your guys' chat, so don't take it personally. I'm just now at the end of it here. Big Dog says there's lots of evidence of voter suppression by not allowing a lot of votes, mostly black people. Well, I know if you listen to Greg Palast, a lot of shenanigans going on, a lot of vote purging or voter purging, or at least from the voter rolls and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think that any one of us would be out of line necessarily if we just said, "Hey, 2024 was rigged, man. Donald Trump, you're an illegitimate president because the 2024 election was rigged." If he can do it, I can do it. The Soulcraft, I was the royal we. Suzanne Forsepi, Jolie, good evening. Hello, Suzanne, good to see you. Pam J says he's not on yet. Pam J, 10 to 15 minutes is kind of normal. Yeah. Mad Mac, you don't know for sure if Hal's going to be on or not. I usually get a notification when he starts. I don't remember him saying anything about not being on today. And I'm sure, look at there, it happened. We did get the 11 plus an extra few more, Jolie. Yeah, I was at 89. I looked down, and now we're at 104. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. It's like ask and ye shall receive. I asked and I received. Now, can you guys get me to 100,000 subscribers? I've been asking for that for a long time, but we're slowly getting there. We're at 3,740 something. And you guys, you know what? Just about a couple years ago, I was at under 200. So, I mean, it's a slow go. I'm not as fast as Boston Brian. I think Boston Brian might get to 100,000 before Hal does. Because that's how fast Brian's been going. He just broke 11,000 the other day. And Hal, he's at, I think Hal's broke 80,000 now, hasn't he? Or he's right around 80,000. When I started listening to Hal a few years ago, I think he was at like 40,000 or something like that. So he's doubled, or maybe more than doubled, since I started watching. So I'll take credit for that. But for poor old Hal, he's been wanting to get to 100,000, and it seems like it's just been like a slow go, And you got Boston Brian, who really hasn't been on that long, right? Like, has it been a year or something? And he's at 11,000. At this rate, I'm thinking Boston Brian might get to 100,000 before Hal does. But it's all good. It's all good, man. I wish nothing but the best for Boston Brian and for Hal and Liberal Dan and Major Ojeda. He's climbing up, getting more subscribers. All these good folks out here. So it's good to see people, other shows, growing and getting more viewers and stuff like that. So thank you guys. We got 94 watching, 112 thumbs up. So I do appreciate you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and maybe tell everybody you can hit the subscribe button. Share the show out and all that good stuff. Chris Doug says, everyone light a white candle and repeat an incantation to rid the universe of the orange menace, creating astral garbage and negative waves. Blessed be. Richard Phillips says, Trump reminds me of Torgo from Manos, The Hands of Fate. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know. Paula says, Boston Brian needs to take a few tech lessons. He messed up 3 times last night to go live. It happens. It happens. The Royal Wee says, I got pissed at the boys on Vanguard for shit talking other channels. Big Dogs, Witches Unite. I'm just reading your chats. Mad Max says, we don't make fun of people having disabilities here, Ryder. We realize that I skipped. I didn't see it. We realize that any day of the week that could happen to anyone here. So keep your hatred since silence in here. Okay, Mad Max. I'm sorry. I didn't see whatever that person said about if he's making fun of disabilities. Hey, look, I don't mind if you have a different opinion. You don't have to be a true blue, liberal Democrat to be in here, and you can voice your opinions. If you have an opposite viewpoint, that's fine. I love it. I like to see how the other side thinks or someone with an opposing viewpoint thinks. But I want to know why. I want to know why you think what you think. Why do you say what you say? But if you're going to come in here with racial epithets, or you're going to make fun of disabled people or anything like that, that's a real way to get bounced out real quick. Because I know Jolie and Aaron, they'll deal with you. Like I said, and I've told, they know my viewpoints. I don't mind I don't mind anyone coming in here. You could be a maggot. You could be, I don't know, a Reagan Republican, or you could be a Nixon noodle. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. And you can say, hey, I think, we need. I'm a Republican because I believe in low taxes and low spending or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Fine, that's what you believe. That's what you believe. But if you're gonna, like I say, if you're gonna go into hate speech and stuff like that, then no. The only one who's allowed to do that is me, and I usually reserve my hate speech for Trump. You know what I mean? Paula says, "Why are you looking at me, Trucker John?" Was I looking at you? There you are. Where are you? There's Pam. There she is. Or Paula. Sorry, Paula. I know. Yeah. There's Pam. There's Paula. 12B10 Demo Man. I can't find him. No Hal yet. Well, you know what? If Hal's not here, we might just do a 2-hour show today, this afternoon. How do you like them beans? How do you like them bananas? I don't know. Yeah, Texas Paul, Pam J from Texas. Oh, I saw the word Texas. I thought you were going to say something about Texas Paul. Cynthia from Texas, you look fondly familiar to me. Okay, I'm mid-thread in some of these conversations. Paul J says, when shows get too big, you can't really chat. I like Hal, but I can't interact. Yeah, his does really whiz by that chat. I don't pick them all the chats up either. There. Unrealistic Writer says, all I said was that word. I don't even know if I should say that because I don't know. I won't say anymore. Thank you, Unrealistic Writer. At least you're not going to say it. So yeah, we don't want to say stuff like that. It's like saying libtard. It's like we know. It's like, okay, I know what you did there. You combine the word liberal and retard, so you're not fooling me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's try to be respectful for one another. I know. Sometimes I break my own rule, but I'm usually directing that kind of angst or anger or whatever towards Trump or towards politicians who are out they're in the public, the public arena, and they put themselves out there. You know what I mean? It's not like, but to call like a whole like group of people, the people that have disabilities or people who have mental disabilities or learning disabilities, and then to just resort to a really a not nice word, whatever. That's not allowed. But if you want to talk, if you want to say, I guess if you want, like I say, Trump is an asshole all the time. I guess if you want to call Biden an asshole, you could. I guess I guess we could allow that, guys. Could we allow that? If someone comes in here and says, "Hey, Biden's an asshole," my reaction would be, "Okay, why is he an asshole? Why do you think Joe Biden is an asshole? What did Joe Biden ever do that he deserves to be called an asshole?" Now with Donald Trump, I could say there's a whole bunch of things I could back that up with. I could just say, motherfucker's a traitor, for one thing, and he's a wannabe dictator. I think dictators are assholes. So I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me. Diane Capibianco's here. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Thanks for jumping on in. And hanging out with us for a little bit. We're just waiting to see if Hal's coming on. So far, okay. Jolie says Hal is live. Okay, there's the link. Hal is up. All right, guys. So whoever's still here, if you want to jump over and check out Hal Sparks, when you go in there, maybe just do a Trucker John. This is a Trucker John convoy type of a deal. Trucker John convoy raid. Words of something of that nature. And so that's it. I'm going to call it. See you guys on Saturday at 11 a.m. where we'll do a Hal Sparks post-show hangout. Same thing as this, except it's after the show. So I'll see you guys on Saturday, and maybe sooner if I do any other things, but for sure Saturday. And just remember then on our way out, words of wisdom from me. Write this down. Words to live by. All right, here we go. So as we wind on down.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Sugar John, on the road he rides, live streaming all through the nights. From politics to pop culture he speaks. No topic is off limits, nothing is weak. From Vegas to the highways, he'll never tire. Shouting about food, talking about desire. He's the rebel of the asphalt, the king of the night. With a microphone in his hand, he's ready to ignite. Freedom is his fuel, passion in his soul. Gotta express himself, gotta take control. Moving through the country, keeping it real, no filter, no holding back, nothing to conceal. Rolling down the highway in my rusty old rig. I'm a retired trucker, but my spirit's still big. Living in Vegas, where the lights never sleep. Broadcasting my thoughts for the world to keep. From politics to pop culture, I've got it all. Sharing my views, no matter how big or small. Talking about food, the movies and bugs, shining a light on all the social issues. No shows, I've driven through the desert, seen the city so bright. But now I'm living in a different kind of fight. From my apartment in Las Vegas, I hold the key, exploring the world through my live stream for free.